This is not a video about writing a check. It's about the driving principles of Limestone University's 175 and growing comprehensive capital campaign. It's about connecting the liberal arts to real-world experiences. It's about building opportunities to prepare our students, our graduates, to lead lives of impact. And it's about seizing the momentum of Limestone's growth and following a roadmap to a brighter future.
One of the great things about Limestone University is that we've always stayed true to our mission. Limestone was founded to give access to women at a time when women didn't get to come to college. Now, today, Limestone University is still being a university of choice, a university of access, a university that provides educational opportunities to the citizens of South Carolina. So no matter where you are within the state, you have a chance to find Limestone to be affordable and accessible. And for those alums who came through this program and remember how the university accommodated them, how the university was special to them, remember it's still happening today. There is a student in the seat you had who has similar experience, similar fears, similar aspirations, and Limestone is still delivering its educational promise. The recent move from Limestone College to Limestone University was done specifically to address the many diverse choices that students today are making. There are many students who want the traditional private liberal arts college experience, but private liberal arts colleges are struggling across the country. It is difficult to maintain an institution with 500 liberal arts students. So what we've done within the university college, we have a college of liberal arts. Under Limestone University, we still have preserved that private liberal arts college, which has the traditional majors as well as all the growth areas in STEM, computer science, and those. We've also built two colleges that are specifically career-oriented. One is a College of Business, a traditionally strong area at Limestone, and the other is our College of Education and Health Professions. These are the emerging professions that really focus on taking care of people, caring for society, and that is a career choice we're seeing many students want to pursue. Every student who comes in gets the foundations and critical thinking that you expect from a quality private university, but from there they can choose how to customize that to their career, their path, their future, their aspirations. One of the things that we're seeing, and that will be so important as we pursue our comprehensive campaign, is the need to have resources dedicated toward these current programs that serve the needs of students. And these will differ somewhat based on the programs and pathways that we're looking at. One great example are the partnerships that we've been able to build in the health professions. A student can come to Limestone, take the right courses as an undergraduate, and by their junior year, they've been admitted to medical school through our medical school partner, the VIA College of Medicine. That's not the way it used to work. We've built the partnerships, we've got the credible programs, but in any program that we're building, whether it's a student on their way to become a physician, whether it's someone who wants to pursue our emerging degrees in nursing or other areas, we've also got to have the programmatic support to help those students along the way. Without your help to build our endowment, to create funds for programs, the opportunities are just a little out of reach for some students. Your contribution is the margin of excellence that lets us not only deliver these unique programs, but deliver them at the highest level. One of the things many people don't recognize about Limestone is how much we look like the face of South Carolina. Our demographics are very similar to the demographics of the school system as a whole. We represent the population of the community we live in. And if you're talking about preparing someone to work in the real world, doesn't it make sense that they study and learn in an environment that is the same as the environment they have to go out and work in? There are many elite private schools where you can get a good education and spend time enjoying being in part of an elite population. But that's not reality. The reality is the world we live, and Limestone wants to serve the population of this state, and people who understand the need to work and live within a diverse society really want to be educated and have the opportunity to make connections across all of the boundaries within the state. That's who we serve. That's who Limestone still is. If we are talking about our priorities as we're moving ahead, I think one of the most energizing capital priorities will be our investment in the renovation of the former library that was Eastwood into a new building for the health professions. That investment is going to have to be linked, though, with a reinvestment in our science labs, our STEM programs. I mean, if we're turning out nurses, they better have a good background in biology. At least the ones that are working on me, I want to have that expertise. That means we're really going to have to turn it up a notch, modernize the Hamrick Hall of Sciences, renovate Eastwood into a modern, effective College of Health Professions. And as we move forward, we're going to have to see support. Now, as we do this, I can't talk about that excitement without acknowledging the tremendous support we've received for campus beautification. If you have not been to Limestone lately, you will be shocked at how beautiful and well-maintained the campus is. And this has been done because of private support from alumni and donors who value the college experience. So those types of investments into our facilities really help build the experience. We can do great things today, but the sustainability of the institution is based on what we maintain and preserve for the future. We do have some endowment funds specifically for deferred maintenance, maintaining the campus, preserving the legacy that is this Limestone campus. We need to make sure that grows. None of the capital expenses are getting cheaper. At the same time, the most important endowment goal is scholarships, because our students come first. One of my top goals is to see us continue to grow the endowment. Endowed funds have an immediate impact on the students they help. The endowed funds, the scholarship dollars that are available, make sure that students continue to access quality education. If we can grow our endowment, that directly impacts the institution, and it lets us redirect our funds to keep improving the educational experience of all students that are here. A need-based endowment, a merit-based endowment, an endowment that is geographically based, help students from your community, maybe one from your church, from your denomination. Any of these endowment funds strengthens all of us, because it helps the bottom line of the institution, and it helps to keep building this representative population that is the nation of saints at Limestone. It's really entertaining seeing how the student body at the university continues to change, and also the things that evolve as traditions at the university that ties classes together. One of the things that we're doing is we're bringing back the class ring. For a period of time, very few students would buy a Limestone class ring. We had a meeting with a group of students last year and talked about the ring and the ring ceremony. We have the bell tower on Limestone's campus now, the Cunning Bell Tower. And what a great place to receive your ring. So we're going to have a tradition that for those students who buy their ring, there's going to be a tradition in the fall where we go out and actually ring the bell as they receive their ring. For alums who've been around a while, when we put in front of students the design that they wanted on the ring, the overwhelming choice from the students was the fountain at the front of Curtis. The iconic image that so many of you know and cherish, that I've seen on the class rings of alums from across the ages, that's still valued by Limestone students today. And it's interesting to me that a new tradition of ringing the bell as you get your class rings ties back to a very old symbol that all of our alumni recognize. One of the other traditions that has really emerged is the Limestone Ale. At football games, it started, you will see the cheerleaders, the dance team at ball games do the Limestone Ale as they celebrate, as they sing the alma mater. During COVID, there was an emphasis that we shouldn't be shaking hands. So at graduation, when we posed for the picture, every graduate posed, as I did, with the Limestone L as they received their diploma. After the first graduation where we did it, the protocols relaxed and the message was, well, you could shake hands. But it made a great picture. The parents and grandparents loved to see the student posing with the president doing the Limestone L. So in spite of the fact that I would give a hearty handshake to any alum, at graduation we're going to keep doing the Limestone handshake and celebrating the L. And as always, go Saints!
Limestone's goals are ambitious, but no matter how complex the challenge, it's people who shape change. The university needs your support to cultivate a campus culture that will ensure Limestone's principles influence tomorrow's leaders. That check you'll write? It will support a university that creates confidence by challenging its students. It will support students who take charge of their own learning, who navigate challenging conversations, who know how to push themselves beyond their books. It will redefine Limestone and the world influenced by its graduates.